Hey guys, today we are cooking with the Connors. So we're gonna start right at 7, just to let you guys know. So go grab your snacks if you need to grab your snacks. Go grab a pen and paper if you want to take notes. For those that are cooking along, know that you can check the comments and there will be a link, or in the description of the video, there's a link where you can grab the recipe and have it for yourself. We're gonna start right at 7. Hey guys, we're gonna start right at 7, so grab your snacks. We're gonna hang out for like 30-45 minutes, so grab your snacks if you're just watching with us, or you can download the recipe. It's located in the description of the video, and if you have questions, feel free to put something in the chat, but we're gonna start right at 7. So today, happy Friday. First of all, it's Friday. We got through the week. Don't talk about my little headband. I know I probably look like a toddler, but I think I'm cute, so just let me think that I'm cute today. Okay? So today's show is sponsored by my beautiful mother-in-law. She goes by my Lola. That's how she's known to her grandchildren. My mother-in-law is a poet. She is a writer, and she is a child literacy advocate for inner city youth. She also ate the food that we're cooking today, so she had sent us a written review. So we are going to shout her out and make sure we shout her out. So shout out to today's show sponsor, my Lola. And I just want to say, hey, I put on some lip gloss today just so my Lola will be proud of me for not, looking like buckwheat side chick today. So I look, presentable today. As you guys know, I'm Jennifer, and you are cooking with the Connors today. We are going to be cooking today. We are going to make some amazing food. But before we get into that, we're going to cover some ground rules. As we're talking, I want you guys to feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. So there is a delay. There's about a 20 to 30 second delay. I'm filming the show live, but I'm also looking at the chats. I'm also doing that and running the show setup. So, if I don't answer your question right away, it's not because I'm ignoring you. There is a delay. So make sure you like this video, comment in the video, and subscribe. So that way when we have our next show or upload new content, you'll be on the, subscriber list and you'll get it. Hola from my Lola. Hey girl, you look cute. Thank you. I'm trying in these streets, sis. So if you have questions while we are talking, if you miss anything, you can always catch the replay, or you can email us at cookingwiththeconnors@gmail.com. Like I said earlier, our recipes are always listed in a link in the description of the video, so you can always click that link, check out the recipe. If I'm talking too fast, try it later. You don't have to cook along with us. That's not what we do over here. But if you feel led by the Spirit, do you. That's just not, my ministry. It's not what I'm gonna, do. These are pre-recorded. So I'm just gonna get right to, the goods, what y'all came to see. So as always, we're gonna go over our ground rules, what it is, what it ain't. This works for us. So this is not like, culinary state-of-the-art presentation or knife skills or any of that. This just works for us. So I'll share tips, techniques that work for us. Not necessarily they may work for you, but they may not. You may have something that works better, and that's totally fine. Feel free to share that in the comments. Be respectful. My mother-in-law, she's a sponsor of the show. Shout out to my Lola. She's in the comments. So if you get to, being a little snarky, she might get with you. My mom might be in the comments and she might get with you. But if my siblings are in there, beware. Be respectful. That's all I'm saying. Pretend, your mom was in the comments. And if you, just pretend that somebody you care about is in the comments, okay? Got it. Be concise. So if you have questions, like I said, if you have a comment, you want to just say something, don't write a paragraph. Don't do a whole soliloquy or a sonnet, because, like I said, it's just me over here clicking the buttons, pushing the buttons, and talking about the video. So I ain't got time to read paragraphs, okay? Be concise. And then I want you guys to have fun and chat with me. Like, this is very fun the more interactive it is. Otherwise, you're just, hearing me, and you're gonna just hear me anyway. But anyway, you'll hear jokes and then you'll hear me like talk back to myself. So don't let me just have a conversation with myself. Talk to me in the comments so I can talk back to you. That's how, we see each other, as Nene would say. So any questions? No? Not seeing any. We are gonna go to our recipe card. So as you guys can see, our recipe card is in front of you. We are making, like I said, a loaded baked potato. When we did flip it and make it a vegan style loaded baked potato. So feel free to follow the recipe as is. Or you can, you know, meat it up if you want to. Unveganize it. It's totally fine. So that's the recipe. Like I said, the card is in the description of the video. There is a link to download that. So don't worry about trying to screenshot and all that stuff. However, these are the ingredients that we used. We used chopped kale. Chopped kale can be substituted for spinach. It can be substituted for broccoli. It can be substituted for anything green and leafy that you like that will take a saute. If you want it raw, that's fine too. We also have some plant-based sour cream. We have plant-based butter. We have dairy-free plant-based cheddar style shreds. And we have pepper and onion blend from Kroger. Oh, I shouldn't say that. From a store that rhymes with ogre. And we have plant-based sausage. We have mushrooms, and we have russet potatoes. We used 5, but you only see 3 there because that's all the space we had right up and through there. So we did all that, and we came up with this beautiful loaded stuffed vegan baked potato. So I want to give you guys the details on this meal before we get into the video. Like we always do, we talk about cost per serving. So we only use 2 sausages to make 5 potatoes. 5. That's this many. So 2 potatoes or 2 sausages is a pack of 4 is $10. So 2 sausages would be $5. The potatoes, we got them $3 for 10 potatoes. So that breaks down to roughly about 60 cents a potato, not potato, 60 cents a potato. The butter, since we did use vegan butter, $5. However, for people that eat, you know, regular butter, feel free to use regular butter. If you don't like vegan butter, you know, totally your choice. The vegan sour cream was, you know, $3. Regular sour cream is about $1. So, you know, you'll see savings if you don't really care for the plant-based items. The vegan cheese was $2 for that bag. The onion, peppers, and mushrooms bag, that was $1. No, that was $3 if I add up the onions, peppers, and mushrooms. Sorry. So that gave us a price of $19.20 for 5 servings. So that is $3.84 for each loaded baked potato. It could be a lot less if you do not use vegan items. So just to let you know, that is very cheap. You go to you know, a restaurant and you get a loaded baked potato, that's like what, $10? And what you gonna get, like a little chicken breast and, you know, nah, and some bacon bits, imitation. That's nasty. Anyway, the potato, the way we made it, like I said, $3.84 per serving. So that's per potato. That breaks down to calories, about 357 calories per serving. So this is a full meal. You don't need to have the loaded baked potato and additional items like a main dish, like an entree. This is the entree. This is it. Michael Jackson. So this is a full meal, y'all. Feel free, like I said, to unveganize it, this recipe, and, you know, meat it up how you want to. Sprinkle, you know, all the regular sausage and regular butter and cheese. But in this house, we can't do that. You know, we don't eat, you know, regular cheese anymore, dairy cheese anymore. Even Willie has made the transition. He loves him some plant-based cheese pizza that his mama makes with her homemade dough, and we'll talk about that item later. Okay, so if there are no questions, I don't see anything in the chat, we're gonna go straight to the video. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get it popping. All right, so like I said, those are our instructions, or that's our ingredients rather. We preheated our oven to 425 degrees. As you can see, Will is washing the potatoes. So as he's washing the potatoes, he's using that that potato scrubber. It's PK's favorite item. Hey, PK, don't know if you in the comments. And he's scrubbing the potatoes. Potatoes are dirty, so don't just whip them out the bag and think you about to have baked potatoes. Don't do that. That's nasty. Don't be nasty in these streets. That, if Corona taught us nothing, don't be nasty in these streets. So now he is poking holes in the potato. We do not want our potatoes in the oven clean with no holes in them. Why? You're going to have a baked potato explosion. And that ain't cute. That ain't of God. That's nasty. And then you have to clean it up. I don't even know what that's like, but I don't want that in your life. You don't want that for yourself. Okay? Got it? Get it? Okay. Will say a low calorie but filling. Yes, I agree. Janelle, hot potato. Yes, ma'am. It's a hot couture. It's a hot potato. So I'm going to slow down the stabbing of the potato. As you can see, he's not trying to like go through the potato. You just kind of want to puncture the skin, because as the potato bakes, steam and moisture that is inside the potato needs to release. If there are no holes, boom, it's on. You know that song. That's what's going to happen to that potato. It's going to explode, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure that you're just puncturing the skin, you know. And if you need to sing a song, I sang a slow song when, you know, he was doing that in my mind, you know. So just make sure that you are paying attention and you're getting those, you know, holes all over the potato, not just like once. As you can see, he's very thorough. He's wearing gloves, of course, because people were getting these potatoes from us. We were eating them, but they also went out the door. So you just want to make sure that they have holes in them. So what y'all, who all in the comments, what y'all talking about over here? Because we can see, you know, Will poking the holes in the potato like a good sous chef. This is what he does. And those are our clean potatoes. As you can see, I slowed it down. You can see that those potatoes have been washed in the blood. Hallelujah. And they are clean. And now we're going to take some Trader Joe. We're going to take some Spanish garlic infused olive oil and just kind of rub the potatoes down. Get them just, they're kind of, you know, they have the moisture on them from the water, but we just want to rub them in the olive oil. And then what we did a small saucer of black garlic pepper, and we're going to roll the potatoes in them, each of them, for each individual potato. I chose black garlic pepper. You don't have to do that. If you choose another seasoning, make sure it is an herb-based seasoning that does not have salt. Otherwise, you're going to have a salty hot mess. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just, we see each other, okay? Don't do it. So those are potatoes, rubbed down, clean, rubbed in the garlic pepper. And what we're going to do now, we're going to pop them in the oven for an hour. About an hour, hour and a half. I always start with an hour and then I check them. So these cooked for about an hour and a half, but we start with an hour. Next, he's going to take the plant-based sausage and he is going to dice them into small, you know, bite-sized pieces. You don't want to just have a whole, you know, sausage lank cooked up in this potato. You want to dice it down so it can be a mouthful. What would you do to modify this for sweet potatoes? Have you done that before? I've done mashed sweet potatoes, but I've not done that. Actually, Janelle, you could do sweet potatoes the same way because I eat sweet potatoes savory. So I wouldn't modify this at all for a sweet potato recipe. I might have to try that, sis. That's a good one. And stuff it with some, because it's kind of similar to the dish you made us, the sweet potatoes, the kale, the one you made us for that New Year's hash. So yeah, this would be good. We actually make all of these ingredients that's in this potato, in the sweet potato hash we use, except we don't put cheese in it. So maybe not add the cheese to the sweet potatoes, Janelle. So yeah, that would be the only modification as I talk through that I would do. So as you can see, Will is taking his time. He is dicing them into small bite-sized pieces. Like I said, if you've viewed our show before, you know Will is very, very, very particular. Not particular. Particular. And how his vegetables are diced, how, like, you know, the meat is diced. He wants it small, you know, seen and not heard, like these kids. Yeah, that does sound good, girl, don't it? I'm hungry now. I want to try it the sweet potato way. That would be so yummy. So like I said, dicing down these sausages, and we want to just make sure that they're about the same size so they cook evenly. We don't want anything burnt. We don't want anything to undercook. And we don't want anything to overcook. So there's our 2 sausages, plant-based. They are diced down. If you want to unveganize this recipe, just use Polar sausage, use breakfast sausage, use Italian sausage, use turkey sausage. There's a bunch of different ways to unveganize it. Just take the casing off if it's the Italian or turkey, right? So meticulous too. Yes, girl, he is meticulous about that. So Will found this gadget. It's a chopper, and basically he was like, let's try it out. So he's gonna chop a bunch of mushrooms, basically mince them using this mincer chopper thingamajigam. However, just to let y'all know, 2 days later I used this to make the same recipe, and I broke the chopper because I was way too excited. So sorry, Will, but we got a new one in the fridge or in the kitchen somewhere. My bad, player. So yeah, we're talking about preparation. He's chopping the mushrooms. Professor Precise Chop. Exactly, Janelle. He will, look at him, chopping them things down. So, and then we're going to slow it down for y'all and, you know, sing a song and make sure that you can see how those mushrooms are being chopped down. You know, we want to make sure that, like the sausages, they're equal in size, they're small enough, and they're, you know, able to be cooked. So that is basically the first part of preparation. You know, are there any questions so far? I know we've been answering them in the comments, but yeah, that's the first part of preparation. So I'll kind of just check out the comments, wait for you guys to catch up to me, and then I'm going to go through the nutritional content for all the items you saw, okay? That's how we normally do this. We run through the nutritional content. Slow motion with it. Exactly. So extra virgin olive oil. That was extra virgin olive oil. It was infused with garlic because you know, that's just what I like. I like garlic. So here's some health benefits for olive oil. It's protective against heart disease. It's not associated with weight gain or obesity. A large amount of antioxidants are within olive oil, and studies show it reduces heart attacks, strokes, and death by 30%. So precise, Will. Yes, my Lola. You better shout out your son in these streets doing big things with that chopper. So we want to talk about health benefits of a baked potato. So it's a good source of vitamin C and vitamins B6. It's also a great source of manganese, which is a metabolism booster. You need a high metabolism. Mona, quit calling me. My sister is calling me while I'm doing the show. Somebody text Mona and tell her, go have a seat. I am busy, you know, handling business over here in these streets. Anyway, metabolism booster helps you lose weight. It is a great source of phosphorus, which helps you have strong teeth and functioning kidneys. We do not want to grow up and, you know, be seasoned in these streets and not have our teeth. We want to make sure our teeth are, it's working, and so are our kidneys. It is a great source of niacin, which is healthy skin, and it is a good source of pantothenic acid, which is B5. It converts food into energy. So that's basically the health benefits you can find in a baked potato, right? So we're going to talk about mushrooms. It's one of the few vegan sources of vitamin D. Everybody knows we just came out of winter, and everybody has seasonal like moodiness, blues. Vitamin D, lack of vitamin D is a cause of, you know, seasonal blues. We get vitamin D naturally from the sun. Without the sun, we don't get as much naturally every day. Just some little facts for you in these streets. Mushrooms are full of fiber. They're low in fat. They support heart health. They strengthen your memory. I should probably have buckets of mushrooms every day because I don't remember a thing. And they help reduce wrinkles. So also bell peppers. We saw bell peppers, or we're going to see bell peppers rather, but we know that that's an ingredient. It's full of potassium, which is great for skin and hair. It's packed with folate, which is an anti-aging material. It's full of fiber and vitamins A, C, and iron. So then we're going to go to yellow onion. A lot of people don't really like onions. I love them. They contain cancer-fighting compounds. They have plenty of antibacterial properties. I mean, you know, the older folks used to say if you were sick, put an onion in your sock and go to sleep and you'll be well. I never did that. However, I'm sure a lot of people have, but I'm just saying. So it also enhances the elasticity of your blood vessels in the skin. So that's amazing. You know, let me get the onion thing off my face. All the other facts. So that's our nutritional facts for everything that you saw so far. I'm gonna look at the chat. I don't see any questions. So we're gonna go right along to part 2. Part 2 is the preparation of, you know, the stuff that we'll just chopped up. So we want to get that started, and let's get that going for you right here. All right, can you guys see that? Yep, you can. So we're going to take our liquid aminos. We're going to put a little bit in the pan. That didn't look like enough. You know, might have put some more in there. And then we're going to add in that extra virgin garlic infused olive oil. You saw the store name. I'm not going to shout them out. They ain't gave me no dollars. However, our show sponsor, My Lola, did pay for this show. So shout out to My Lola in these streets. Then we're going to take the plant-based sausage we chopped up. We're going to toss it in the pan. After we toss it in the pan, we are going to heat it up, you know, get it popping. You see the steam coming off. We're going to cook it down. Oh, have you ever seen Low Down Dirty Shane? Remember when I was in the kitchen and Shane woke up and Wayman was like, "What you cooking?" "Sausages, want one?" Every time I see this part in the cooking video, that's all I hear. Wayman's voice talking to Keenan Ivory Wayans, talking about sausages, want one. But anyway, so minced mushrooms, we're going to toss them in the pan with the plant-based sausage. And then we're going to, you know, mix it in. Hey, hey, my Lola. So then we're going to take some Italian seasoning. We're going to toss it in the pan. And we're going to mix that up too. So we're going to just keep adding things. Like we always say on this show, we listen to the ancestors when they tell us what seasonings we need, the quantity of said seasonings, and, you know, what we don't need. The amount, what we need, what we don't need. We are tuned in. We see each other. So, yeah. Now we're going to add in our chopped kale. This chopped kale is already, like it says, chopped. So we don't need to do anything extra. So we're going to, as things are simmering down, we're going to toss in about a cup unpacked. So not packed down and pushed into the cup, about a cup. And then basically that's 2 handfuls for me. I don't have big meaty hands, so, you know, I can grab a good amount. You know, that's about a cup. 2 handfuls for me is a cup. About, you know, an eyeball. So then we're gonna mix in the kale. And we're going, one of my cousins just texted me. I don't know if he's watching the show. But if you are, jump in the comments, Ed. So we're going to mix up the kale. We're gonna add in the peppers and the onion. The ancestors always get it right. Tell the truth, Janelle. Tell it out here. So we're going to add in those chopped onions and the peppers. And we're going to mix it up, the sausages, the kale. So this is a very colorful, healthy mixture. Like when we were cooking this, the colors were so vibrant. And the taste was just amazing. So yeah, we are just mixing it up. And, you know, we're good to go. You are the queen of gourmet seasoning for sure. Thank you, my Lola. You are just, you know, loving on me today with I love it. I'm so glad that you enjoy the meal. I really am. So, you know, when you serve, you know, food to like your mother or your mother-in-law, you want to make sure it's good. So I'm glad that it was good. You know, so because then you can't bring nothing to the holiday dinner. They're gonna be like, you bring pop. Or you bring napkins. If you on napkin or pop duty or ice, then you don't listen to your ancestors when you cook and nobody want to eat your food. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but it is too close to Sunday for me to lie to you. So I'm just being honest with you. If you on pop or ice or napkin or plate duty, then you not called. You're not called in the kitchen. So, you know, liquid aminos, we're going to talk about the nutritional facts of that, but it's a substitute for salt. We're going to add some onion powder in there. We just kind of make sure it's all over. It's a good coating. You can't, you know, have too much onion powder or garlic powder, in my opinion. Like, those are two things you can just shake it up, shake it up, shake it. You know, you can just enjoy that. So we're going to mix that up. We're going to mix it up some more. And we're going to wait until we get like a good sear on the sausage. And we're going to wait until we make sure that our onions and our peppers are translucent, kind of clear. And we want to make sure that the kale is wilted down. As you can see, it's starting to wilt. Most of it is. But we want to make sure before we take it out that it is wilted down. Frozen vegetables, if you want to save time. Freshly cut if you don't mind time. Yes, indeed. Thank you for pointing that out, Will. We usually cut, if we see a sale in bulk items, we'll cut them and freeze them ourselves. If there's a sale on already cut, pre-frozen, we'll do that. We kind of just save time. That's what we believe in over here. So that's our final dish right here. You can see the picture. There's our sausage, there's our onions, our peppers, our kale, our mushrooms are mixed in there, our seasonings. It's going down, okay? It is going down to the highest level of going down this, okay? So that is part 2. That is part 2. We have seen the preparation. We have seen the second part of preparation. So preparation 1 and preparation 2, we saw that. And now we're going to go through some nutritional facts. So you guys saw some different things that you may have seen us cook with before, and some things that we may not have cooked with before. So let's kind of run through some things that you saw. So we cooked with kale. We used kale before in one other video. However, here are some health benefits of kale. It is anti-inflammatory. It is an immune booster. It is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, and it's a good source of fiber and iron. So for those people, you know, if you're not regular, get you some kale. I'm not saying just smash it in your mouth and just go wild, but try to get some green leafy vegetables. Fiber and water will keep you regular. I'm just trying to help somebody who may be backed up in these streets. So I'm just trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? So we also saw the Beyond sausage preparation. The main ingredient in the 2 main ingredients in Beyond sausage. The first one is water, which is, you know, everybody needs water. The body is a good chunk of water. I don't know the percentage off the top of my head, but, you know, somebody in the comments I'm sure knows. And the second ingredient is pea protein. Now, if you know anything about ingredients, your first ingredient is the ingredient that is the majority of the ingredients, and the second one is the second, and the third is the third, and so on and so on and so forth. So pea protein is a protein that is plant-based, and obviously, like any other protein, it will keep you fuller longer. It's a heart-healthy food, and it is rich in protein, 16 grams per serving, and iron, which is 20%. One of these Beyond sausage links is 20% of your daily value of iron. Can't even talk. So anyway. Also, you saw liquid aminos. We saute with that instead of using salt. In our seasoning, we try to use liquid aminos because of the health benefits. So there's many building blocks of protein in liquid aminos. There's 2 kinds, the essential and non-essential. It's naturally gluten-free. There's no chemical preservatives, 60 to 72% water. Thank you, Janelle. I knew somebody knew. You're a teacher, so I knew you knew. I don't know. I can barely keep my head straight these days. So also, liquid aminos may reduce hunger, and it's very, very easy to add to your diet. As you can see, we just toss it in when we're sauteing our vegetables. Bam, easy way to kind of get it into your diet. Also, with liquid aminos, it is very easy to just add and replace as a salt replacer. So if you're trying to, like, you know, not do as much salt, try some liquid aminos. Tell me what you think. You know, I wouldn't add it to a beverage. I wouldn't go that far. You know, I'm not saying you can't. I would not. But, you know, if you want to, you know, do you. So we're gonna go to the third part of the video. The third part of the video, depending on hydrating levels. Oh, thank you, Janelle. We're gonna go to the last part. We're actually assembling and piling all that yumminess into the potato. So let's get this started, right? So we're gonna go here and let me put me in the frame. So we have, oh, that's not it. Sorry, buddies. All right, sorry guys, it is giving me some issues over here, so I apologize. But this is the third part of the video. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but we are stuffing the potato. So what we're gonna do is just stuff the potato, and it's gonna, you know, oh, it looks like it's not playing. That's weird. So we are going to just keep it moving. Not sure why the video is not playing, but we're going to keep it moving. So what we did to stuff this potato, as you're seeing on your screen, you can see the final product. We are going to take a knife, split it down the middle so it's kind of like split. And we're going to take our fingers on the edges and we're going to kind of push it up. So that's kind of what opened it up. Let the steam out, and we're going to do that. Then after we do that, we're going to take the butter, put 2 tablespoons of butter in there, mix it up, get it going with the with a little bit of salt, maybe a pinch. And then we're going to add cheese underneath that. So as you're doing the butter and the little bit of pinch of salt and the cheese, you want to mix it up to your consistency. Me personally, I prefer to mix it up so it has a consistency of like creamy mashed potatoes. I don't like chunky potatoes. I like it to be smooth in these streets. Then after we do that, we pack the potato down as far as we can go, and then we load it up with our mixture, the sausage, the onions, the peppers, the kale, and then we top it with the vegan sour cream, and then we put a little bit of Italian seasoning on there. And then that's it. That is it. That is all that we're doing. So again, not sure why that video didn't play, but I'm not happy. But I'ma just keep it moving because this is what we do. Y'all know. So if there are no questions, I'm gonna go until so we can get the nutritional content really quick. Let me go to that real quick. So we had plant-based sour cream that we use. It is compatible with a variety of low-carb diets, including keto, including Atkins. So those are popular diets people use. I don't do either. I just can't, but I don't knock nobody to do it. I just don't, because I like food. Anyway, also plant-based sour cream does help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins. It harbors probiotics to boost your digestion and immune health. So that's plant-based sour cream. Now you can use regular sour cream. However, we use it, so I wanted to share some health benefits of that. So we also use plant-based butter. These plant-based butters, most of them, are lower in saturated fat and higher in heart-healthy monounsaturated fat. So plant-based butter is kind of good for you. However, if you don't like butter or plant-based butter, you can always use olive oil in your potato to kind of, like if you want to use a little bit of butter for the taste, but not all the calories, just use a little bit of olive oil. It's still the same thing, you know? And then the age-old debate, vegan cheese versus dairy cheese. Both options can be healthy when used in moderation. You want to avoid highly processed options of vegan cheese and dairy cheese. That's what makes them unhealthy. The more processing, the more additives, the more preservatives. That's when it's just like you're just eating plastic. Nobody wants that. Then with a cheese, vegan or dairy, you want to look to the nutritional value as well as the ingredients. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And then once you do that, once you come up with whatever you're going to make, this is what we did, you know, bon appetit as they say in these streets. So that is our meal. That is what we did. That is the plant-based loaded potato. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. However, before you log off, I do want to get your thoughts on something that we're going to do for our next show. So there's going to be a poll coming up. I would appreciate if you guys would participate virtually. So it's going to be my first time using some of this technology. So bear with me. We see each other. Okay. I would show y'all some live reactions. However, my cousin Edward took the meal and didn't record nothing. Yep, calling you out by name, sir. And my niece Ariana took her mama's meal and didn't record a video. But you know what? Our sponsor, my Lola, she took her meal and she sent us a written review. So I'm going to read that for you guys, okay? She said this was the best loaded potato ever. It is full of flavor and so filling. You did not need any sides. I loved it. So thank you so much, my Lola. You were the only person who gave us a review, and we appreciate it. You are our show sponsor this month. So thank you so much for trying the food out and letting us know that you enjoyed it. We appreciate it. So Janelle, which vegetables are your plant-based products based on? Soy, chickpeas, okay, so the we don't really do the soy and the tofu. Most of it's pea protein or cashews, Janelle. So if you caught that, pea protein or cashews. And if you have like specific items that you're looking to get information on plant-based products, reach out to me. We'll chat it up because there's a bunch of them I use, right? For this one, it was pea protein. That was in majority, if not all of the products, and cashews. For example, the vegan dairy-free cheese is made with cashews. So it doesn't have any, soy or tofu in it, to my knowledge. So I know you guys always want to see Willie. There's Willie. Willie wasn't trying to be bothered with me. And eating this meal. I think he wasn't even here. He was at my sister's house. So Willie wasn't even here. He didn't see this. So shout out to Willie in these streets. I know he's upstairs, acting wild like he always does. Shout out to him. Shout out to the baby. So before you leave, I want to get your guys' input on our next dish. Oh, walnut too. Thank you, Will. Yes, walnut too. So our next dish, well, walnut more for meatless. Yeah. So our next dish that we are thinking of doing is 3 options. So one of the options is on your screen, right? I'm going to put up a little scoreboard. You should be able to see that, guys. So the first option is the pizzas. This is our plant-based pizza. It's a homemade, scratch-made dough that I made. It's a 6-ingredient dough. It takes 6 minutes to make. No yeast is needed. And then that's plant-based cheese. That is vegetables. I think onions, peppers, mushrooms, the holy trinity of vegetables out here. Plant-based that is plant-based meatless breakfast sausage from a store that rhymes with Ader Lowe's. Okay, I'm not going to say their name because, like I said, they didn't give us money, but my Lola is sponsoring this show, so we can say her name all day. So this is one of the options to pick. If you see an option you like, just type it in the comments. You can put pizza calzones or fried lobster bites. And if you see an option that is not listed also, am I allowed to vote? Yes, Will, you can vote. So the pizza was amazing. Calories on the pizza, they were about 214 a slice, but they were pretty heavy slices. I could only finish 1.5 slices. So this is the first one, pizza. Then our next one is the calzones. This was the same dough I made, 6-ingredient dough, took 6 minutes to make. Pizza sauce, vegetables, inside, let's see. I think it's breakfast sausage in that too. Also on the pizza, I did something different with the crust. It's a garlic, herb, red pepper infused crust. So yeah, I did that too. So this is the second option. You can choose pizza and calzones. Because they're similar, there'll probably be videos shot together, so they'll be one and the same. Pizza and calzones will go together. The second option would be fried lobster bites. So if you want to see fried lobster bites in the next video, they're on your screen. They are lobster tails, chopped up, diced, seasoned, marinated, dipped in flour, seasoned egg, and a panko crust. And then them was deep fried, okay? So yeah, if you want to see us make fried lobster bites, please put that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that. Fried lobster bites, oh y'all, wow. So I see 2 votes for the I see 3 votes for the fried lobster bites, and I'm keeping score over here, so I'm not cheating. That way, you guys, you know, we're gonna be fair over here in this race, just like the presidential election. We're gonna be fair, so you can see these votes going in. Okay, so fried lobster bites, and then the last one is the birthday meal that Will made for me by himself. So this video will be all Will, all by himself. Probably. I'll probably help. This one is not on the scoreboard, but you have these fried cauliflower wings, okay, with some homemade sushi rice, okay, with some homemade, child, what kind of sauce was that? It was the sauce you get at the restaurant. Oh my goodness, I'm missing the name. Will, what's the name of the sauce that you made for my birthday? I don't even remember. But anyway, I just got a text from somebody said they don't know how to write in the comments, but they wanted to put their vote in. Come on, Connie. I don't know how to write. I'm not technical. I learned a new way to make a baked potato. I'm voting for the pizza and calzone. Now, just so y'all, okay, pizza and calzone for Janelle, pizza and calzone for Connie. Baby, these bites done won. All right, Monica, I said it in your Muskegon accent too. Baby, these lobster bites done won, sis. Yep, the bites. So it looks like, you know, nobody wanted to. I really want to see them cauliflower wings, okay? Because that just sounds amazing to me. So, yeah, I don't remember the name of the sauce, but Will made that too. It was homemade. It was amazing. So you can see that who won. Ponzu. Nope, it wasn't Ponzu, Janelle. It was the brown sauce that you get. Sesame sauce. That's what it was. It was homemade sesame sauce. Darnell said he want fried. You would want fried lobster. Yes, it is so good. So we're gonna do fried lobster. That is our next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Before we wrap up, I just want to put up what won the fried lobster bites. In the comments, please put some ideas for a side. We did fried broccoli with it. So let me know if you guys want fried broccoli, if you want something else, if you want whatever side. Just put it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, okay? So that is it for us today. I do want to shout out the people who helped make the show today. So we want to, again, shout out our show sponsor. Our show sponsor today was My Lola. Thank you so much for your generous sponsoring of today's show. We had a ball. Thank you for picking the menu. Thank you for hanging out. Hello, fried lobster. Okay, Ma, you better come on, better late than never. You better come on now. So, again, shout out to My Lola for sponsoring this show. Have you ever used oyster sauce? No, but I'm interested to know what it's for. If you give me some ideas, I can figure something out, My Lola. So we are wrapping up the show now. I want you guys to meet, obviously, the production crew, as I call us. Myself, I will call myself the talent. I am the visionary. I'm the chef. And then Will is the sous chef. He's the booking agent. He collects the fee. He my security. He get all the nice gadgets we got in the kitchen. This is Will's baby. I'm just, the hands. I'm the hands making it happen. And then Willie, he just takes naps and he takes the food when he's good and ready. So that's it. That is it. That's all we have for you guys tonight. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna let the show end with a picture of the fried lobster bites, because that's what we're going to come back with next month. Fried lobster bites, and I need a side. So please let me know a side. Fries, mac and cheese with lobster bites. Oh yeah, that would be a, I don't want to do mac and cheese. That's going to be a long video. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. We're about, like I said 45 minutes max, but we're like 50. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful week.